In this video, I'm going to discuss the topic that is very popular right now and that everybody is talking about. But if you are all interested, I'm going to give you guys some things and some tips that I am utilizing in my care home for anyone who does have a care home currently, or if you're looking to potentially start a care home, if you should be worried, if you should not be worried, given the circumstances right now. So if you are all interested, make sure to stick around. What's up, everyone? I hope you are all doing well. Make sure to wash your hands, stay safe out there. If you're new here to the channel, my name is Serge. Welcome to the channel. To all my reoccurring viewers, thank you so much for all the love and support that you have all shown this channel. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys have not yet, feel free to go check out the God Made podcast. I will link it down below. If you have not yet, follow me on Instagram at Serge, SERG_LUPESCU. Go check out the academy that I've created. It's called Legion Assisted Living Academy. I will also link that down below. Feel free to go join the Facebook group as well, Legion Assisted Living Academy on Facebook. And like I said, there is some big news coming soon regarding Legion Assisted Living advisors. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that and that you hit that subscribe button for me. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the topic of this video. Now, this topic is very sensitive, so I'm not going to mention what it is. Obviously, you all know what it is. It's surrounding the virus and how that's really affecting residential assisted living, the healthcare industry, and with it being an actual healthcare situation, the demand for healthcare is really high. But we're also the most susceptible industry to be easily affected by this, and we have a lot more protocols that we have to follow, a lot more different things that need to be implemented in order to keep everybody safe. And so with my care home, I initiated finally a lockdown on my care home to all visitors except medical professionals that need to come into the home to actually provide care to the residents. And then all the family, everything, they are no longer allowed in the facility into further notice. And the reason why I did that, it was to actually keep my residents safe. And then also the governor of Arizona actually implemented that we have a set of procedures that we need to place in our policies and procedures. And that has to do with tracking each person that comes into the home and taking their temperature, and if they have any respiratory symptoms, if they don't, and then also if they actually enter the facility, if they did have any respiratory symptoms or a temperature, etc. So you need to document everybody coming into the home moving forward until this whole situation eventually gets resolved. And so I will link down below the policy and the procedure that you need to implement into your care home. You guys can feel free to check it out too. It's pretty easy to just get that, put your facility name in there, everything, get that all squared away, make sure your manager signs off on it, etc. So that's just another resource for free for you guys, all your care homeowners. So if you live here in Arizona, definitely check that out. Go ahead, make sure you implement it and start tracking everybody. And I just want to talk about what my thoughts are on all this. It is a scary time to really see how people are reacting to this entire situation, from hoarding toilet paper to hoarding Germ-X and hand sanitizer. It's a bit excessive. And the sad reality is that there's a lot of vulnerable elderly out there who are not able to go out there and get access to the stuff because of their age, because of their mobility, etc. And then when they finally are able to get out there to go get something, it's all gone. And it's really sad, and it breaks my heart to see that. And so I've been trying to stay on top of it, make sure we got plenty of toilet paper, even though not everybody uses toilet paper out at the home because we use wipes, etc., other supplies that we have. But you know, it's good to have that stuff. It's good to stock up on all that. Make sure you do your due diligence and go out there if you do have a care home, or even just for your friends and your family and the people you love. Make sure that you guys are doing what you need to get out there. And with that being said, where do I see all this kind of going? The one thing that I have noticed, though, is that because of this, rehabs and hospitals are discharging the elderly who do not need to be there to care homes, to facilities that are able to take care of them. And for the most part, I've seen a lot of care homes get filled up really quickly. And so the demand is really high. And I've been getting quite a bit of texts per week right now, if I have any availability, which is good news for me. But then at the same time, I don't have any availability. I am currently at full occupancy. All the glory to God and praise to Him. But it's what I'm noticing. And how long will that be going on for? Who knows? Who knows how long? And the thing is, a lot of families won't be moving their loved ones out if they do plan on doing that, because there's a high risk of their loved one potentially catching this virus and not being able to make it. And so, as far as like the healthcare industry, they're overworked right now. They got a lot going on. Everybody's kind of on high alert, making sure that this thing is contained, that this thing is taken care of, and I'm not. It's hard for me to really express what I'm feeling, because I'm genuinely at peace with all that's going on around me, and that's just the type of peace that only God can give you. I'm not, in a sense, afraid of what's to come, which there's a lot of things that are to come. As you guys have been watching, the stock market has taken a huge dive and dip and losses right now, which is, for anyone who's looking to invest in the stock market, now would be the time to do that, because prices are really low right now for stocks. The housing market really hasn't taken a hit. The Federal Reserve just finally did a 0% interest rate, but that's Federal Reserve and doesn't have to do anything with mortgage interest rates. So for anyone who's looking to buy, I recommend going watching a few realtors online. Javier Videna, that he's great. I would go watch him. He does talk about this. And then talking about vacation rentals, so Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com, all these different platforms that are on there to people who are traveling, right? Unfortunately, with this whole thing going on, my listings have been completely wiped out pretty much. Probably had over $2,500 to $3,000 in cancellations, and so that's not very good. And so for anyone who's in this industry, the hospitality industry, they're really feeling this hit right now. They're really feeling this impact that's going on with the economy right now. And so what can you do to hopefully help your vacation rentals if you're into this business? I definitely recommend going watching Airbnb Automated and Robert Ica, my best friend. Go watch them. They talk about all of this and what you guys can do for your Airbnb listings, all that fun stuff. To have to coordinate all this with all your different businesses, it's a bit crazy. It is a bit interesting to see which businesses are really being affected the most. Fortunately for me, the assisted living business is not being affected nowhere near as much as the Airbnb business. Knock on wood, because now I have to keep all my residents safe, and as long as they're safe and it's all contained here and they don't get sick and end up passing away, I won't be affected by this, and I'm praying night and day, and I ask that you guys pray for me, and I'll pray for you guys as well, that nothing affects you guys. But yeah, so as far as the assisted living goes, I'm not being affected by it. I need to implement the policies and procedures that need to be put in place in the protocol for different things like infectious diseases, etc., which is common. It's why they're in place. And so as far as that goes, I'm not concerned. But as far as my hospitality business, my vacation rentals, now that's a different story, which there's some way to get around that and hopefully minimize the losses with that. But still, that's where I'm noticing the most. As far as my online businesses, those are doing just fine. I'm not worried about those because those aren't necessarily affected. They may potentially be affected depending on the way the economy goes because of advertising and because of people who advertise online, and that's where all that's good stuff, right? So um, other than that, guys, please just stay safe out there. Please wash your hands, do what you need to do to help stop the spread of this thing. And I pray that each and every single one of you guys are doing just fine and nobody's affected by it. And if you guys are being affected by all of this, I am praying for you. Let's keep our heads up, keep pushing forward, keep praying, keep having faith. There's a lot going on in the world right now, but I know that regardless of what happens, for me personally, I know that Jesus is my Savior and He's got me, and no matter what comes my way, um, He will always be there for me. So, with that being said, make sure that you guys hit that like button for me if you guys have not yet. And like I said, make sure to go check out the link down below for the policy and procedure that you guys need to implement for this entire thing going on right now. In your care home, you guys can just check it out if you want to. If not, and if you guys don't have a care home right now, feel free to go check out Legion Assisted Living Academy. You guys can go check that out. But I'll make another video if this is a good time to still start your care home. So make sure you guys stick around for that. And again, thank you so much for all the love and support. And I will see you guys all in the next video.